For the past 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, Nigeria has been having challenges that are beckoning and waiting for answers and solutions. That is why we are bringing to you our program, State of the Nation. And this is going to come up on our flagship program this morning on ITV. I am hereby inviting you to join me, Bola Bakare, your host, on State of the Nation, so that we can hasten the motions that brings national development. It's going to be a regular basis on Tuesdays. Make it a date with me. I'll be there waiting for you, and then we shall discuss Nigeria on an holistic level.
It's another beautiful Tuesday morning, and this morning has a lot of significance. This morning, we shall continue what I did with you last week, which was youth entrepreneurship. And we are going to continue with that because the mini-series has 5 pointers. The 5 pointers are a series that every youth should key into. This morning we are dealing with the second pointer, which is entertainment as youth entrepreneurship. As you can see from there, the first one, sports as youth entrepreneurship, we dealt with that last week. So this week, we are dealing with entertainment as youth entrepreneurship. And I will want you on a regular basis to key into this, because all those 5 factors are things you can key into and roll along, because it is highly important for you to do that. So this morning, we are on to entertainment as youth entrepreneurship. Let me give you again the basics about that word. Those 2 words, entrepreneur and entrepreneurship. Entrepreneur is you going out as an individual to achieve in your chosen field. Did you get that? Entrepreneurship is that element of you going out again, but this time with you bearing most of the risk. And of course, you will enjoy most of the rewards. So in a nutshell, what it says is you are the driver of your own destiny. You are the driver of your own wish, dreams, and aspirations. So it's high time you become an entrepreneur. And as you can see there, we are dealing with the second aspect, which is entertainment as youth entrepreneurship. If we go back and look at ourselves, at Nigeria as a whole, entertainment is big business, and our boys, our kids, Nigerians are making waves, not just on a local level, not just on an African level, but on a global level. You've heard all their names, you know them all. The DAVIDOS, the WIZKIDS, the BURNA boys, the Technos, the SIMIs, you name it, you've been there, the Flavors and the rest of them. But what I would like you to learn this morning is the beginning of their success, which is where the element of entrepreneurship comes in. And I will give that to you straight-laced this morning. WIZKID, let me start with WIZKID. It's a big name in the entertainment world, music so to speak. He's out there in the US doing collaborations with American artists and making waves, not just small waves, huge waves. But that is not the lesson you are going to learn this morning. The lesson you're going to learn is where he started from. I will tell you this for free. When WIZKID started, he was what is called a studio rat. You know what a studio rat is? When the big names are singing, you sneak your way into the studio, you listen where they are doing recordings. You listen to them, you try and fuse yourself into the setting so that you can be part of what it is. That is the way life is. You need to be where it's happening for you to learn the ropes and then move ahead from there. That is the essence of what I call starting out well. That is the essence of entrepreneurship. You need to start from the brass tacks. So he started from there, and what he did was he moved on to the next level with his first album, not his first album, the one I loved the most, which was Oju Elegba. Oju Elegba became a dance hall situation, and then I will say one thing, the rest is history. But my drive point here is where he started from. He had that tenacity of purpose, which I want you to have too, so that you can make it. I really want you to make it. I want you to make it outside of governance. Because God has given you a talent, use that talent, and you're going to make it big. Let me move on to another person who's going to be a little bit on the different side. Let me talk about Davido. Davido, as we speak, is another big name. Let's talk about the big name. Let's talk about where he started from. I'm using him as an ultra-virus because his own background is different. He is from an affluent background. Little wonder he calls himself OBO, Omo Baba Olowo, which in English means the son of a rich man. I was even making a joke out of it that when he started out, he wanted to make money of his own. And as such, he was doling out his own money that, okay, let me dole this one out. And you wait there for me. I'm going to make my own money, not family money. And what has he done with that? He has made his own money. He has the respect of his family. He can wake up and tell his uncles, hey, uncle, can I use your jet? And he said, go right ahead. Because he has taken time out to be an entrepreneur, going out on his own steam. I'm using Davido as somebody from an affluent background. Let me move ahead from there again and talk in terms of Burna Boy. Burna Boy is the first Nigerian to win a Grammy Award. And I can tell you this, many more are going to come. Maybe you are one of those that will come afterwards. But the thing is, he also had what is called tenacity of purpose. He is there in Lagos, learning the ropes at the African Shrine with Femi Anikulapo Kuti, the son of the man that I will talk about later, who made all this happen. He was there learning the ropes. He didn't have the affluence. All he had was his talent. And what did he do with his talent? He developed on his talent. He felt, this is what I am going to do, which goes in tandem with what I told you in terms of the meaning of entrepreneurship. It means, as an individual, going out there on your own, manning and taking all the risk necessary, because at the end of the day, the rewards will be yours. He has taken all the risk. He has had sleepless nights. He has slept at the shrine. He has learned his lessons. Those were the risks he took. And now that he's made Grammy, those are the rewards he has got. That is what I want for you too. Have that tenacity of purpose. Follow it to the hilt. And I can promise you, God is always on your side, and you are going to make it. Let us look at another person again, who is from an affluent family. DJ Cuppy, the daughter of billionaire Femi Otedola. She's also from an affluent family. She can afford to be lazy and live off her father's wealth. But at the same time, she chose the entertainment world. She's a DJ. Entertainment world, and say, this is what I want to do. This is where I will carry out, I will go ahead with my personal risk so that I can have my rewards on my own outside of my father. Our case is like the case of Davido. There is still a little bit of that affluent background that makes it easier. But at the same time, they had that tenacity of purpose that I am going to make it in the entertainment world. If you fall within that group, go ahead. Go ahead. The sky won't be your limit. And that is what I am preaching to you today on a regular basis. We need to do things for ourselves. Like I said during my monologue to you, I said something about Fela Anikulapo Kuti. If I weren't on set I will say kudos to that man. I will stand up and take a bow just for him. He made most of all these things happen. And that is what we want. More from our Nigerian elders, uncles, fathers, grandfathers. Some fathers and grandfathers are doing that. By the two names I mentioned and all these entertainers that I've mentioned, they had all the backings of their parents, giving them a hand where necessary. Burna Boy's mom is his manager now. That's just by the side. Like I was saying about Fela did something for us that was fantastic. What he did was what doesn't happen in America. Fela said, after his demise, all his musics should be free for anybody to tap into. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll make you an inference to what happens in America. At the death of Michael Jackson, all his music were being purchased close on $1 billion. Aretha Franklin is alive. Tina Turner is alive. Right now, they are trying to sell their franchise, which is their music, at a huge cost. But what Fela was leaving, Fela said anybody and everybody can access his music. Do you know what that's done to us? That has given us the beat. The music we now enjoy in Nigeria as we speak has the beat that Fela gave to us for free. Has the beat that has given Nigeria the Grammy Award. Let me cite you two instances. WIZKIDS Ojuelegba was a dub of Fela's music. He made his money therein. And I'm sure he will be praying for Fela wherever he is to live in the bosom of the Lord. If you remember, another guy, Orishefemi, my voice is not good, it's gone husky these days, but you remember something, if you go to Nigeria, go to whatever it is, that music was based on Fela's music. And he made money from it. What I am telling you this morning, and I want you to remember it till you make it, because I want you to make it, is 1, be an entrepreneur. That is, as an individual, you have the wish to do what you want to do. 2, have the spirit of entrepreneurship, where you will carry most of the risk when you are starting out. That is the tenacity of purpose, and at the same time, at the end of it, all the rewards shall be yours. Like you saw in that opening script I'll call this a mini series. Last week we had sports as youth entrepreneurship. Right here as we speak, you've had bits of entertainment as youth entrepreneurship. Next week we shall be taking you on ICT as entrepreneurship. Let me give you a little feeler therein. The likes of Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg of WhatsApp and Facebook, those are the guys that made it from ICT. I would like to say this. Mark Zuckerberg did not even finish university before he started going out in leaps and bounds. But that is for next week.